Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So I decided to sign up for a mile race. I think I originally was looking at trail races for Jen and I to do, and then I saw a mile race on the coast of Edinburgh. So I thought I would just give it a go, get outside my comfort zone and just see what I've got. My PB is 5:38. And there's an open field and an elite field. They said if you're going for a sub 5 minute mile, enter the elite field. I'm probably nowhere near that, but I entered the elite field anyway because I thought it'd be good content even if I come last. But also I just feel like running with better runners, they might help pull me forward so I can get low 5 minutes. Anything under 5:30 would be awesome. I think after my 5k time trial, my VDOT says I should be able to run about 5:20. And my 1500 would be about 5 minutes. So 5:20 would be insane. I'd be super happy with that, but we're just going to film it and see how we go. The shoes I'm going with is the Vaporfly 2. We're going to see how they feel. I've got the 10k next weekend and I'll probably be wearing these. So I thought they're probably the fastest shoe I've got, light, and yeah, hopefully they can pull me through to a good time. I'm going to put my shoes on, get a cool down in, and hopefully I'll get some footage of the open race going off and kind of where registration is, and then I'll chat to you at the end. Hopefully we have a good run, and yeah, I'll see you after the race.
Three, two, one, go.
Alright guys, that is the start. It was a little bit slippery on the grass, but I just wanted to try and get tucked in behind these guys. I know they're going to be a fair bit faster than me. Just wanted to tuck in and see what kind of pace they're going and try and hold it for a wee bit at the start. The great thing about this race is they decide on the direction of the race on the morning of, so you won't have a headwind, which is just great. So we had a slight tail breeze, which was nice and definitely helped. You can see it starting to string out quite early on. I knew it was going to be quite a lonely race towards the end, but it's not a long race anyway, so we don't need to put up with that for too long. And we're just coming up to the 400 meter split of 1 minute and 12 seconds, my fastest 400 meter split I've ever done. And it definitely felt quite tough, but I've never ran this fast with other people, so it didn't feel as hard as I would have expected it to at that pace. So at this point we are in last position, which is fine because I knew I entered the elite field and I expected to be at the back of the pack and just trying to push for the fastest time I can get. And the 800 meter split was 2 minutes and 31 seconds. This is about the point when I really started to feel it in the legs. I thought I'm not going to be able to hold this pace for the whole mile, but we had to push on, and we were trying to keep this pace as hot as it was for me. I really wanted to try and hold the pace as much as I could, because this is the part where it really gets tough. At the end, you can really find an extra gear, but this is when you really need to try and dig deep. Now we're coming up to the kilometre split, which was 3 minutes and 13 seconds, which I believe was 14 seconds quicker than my previous best kilometre split, which was in a 5K, but still a lot faster than any kilometre I've ever ran. So as you can hear, my breathing is quite heavy now and my legs are burning, but we're not far from the finish now, and I knew I had to push. There's one guy not too far in front. The 360 camera definitely makes it look like he's a lot further ahead. The other guys are too far to catch, but I'm just going to try and reel in this guy and hopefully just get him at the end. And as he moves over to the left a bit, I thought I need to try and find an extra gear and just try and run a bit faster. My legs were screaming, and I just tried to move them as fast as I could. I couldn't breathe very well, but we're just going to go for it and try and finish as fast as we can. Just coming into the finishing line now, and me and that guy pretty much crossed the line at the same time. Everyone looks like they're done. I was pretty spent. I don't think I'm built for the mile, but it was a good challenge and I really enjoyed it. I decided to have a bit of a sit down and even lay down on the grass and just recover before I got on my cool down jog back to the start line, where I got my medal and goodie bag and then head back to the car. Alright guys, that is it. I ran the mile race, the Scottish Mile by Blast Running. Oh, it was tough, and that's probably the most nervous I've been for a race, because it's kind of the unknown for me. I've never really ran a mile. I've ran a mile time trial, which was 5:38. On my own, I've never ran, and I entered the elite field. So that was a bit more like fear of the unknown kind of thing. And there wasn't that many, and I knew that would be kind of under the 5-minute mark. So I didn't think there was going to be many running my pace. I was hoping there was going to be more, but there wasn't. But it was good because it really pulled me through, made me run a bit faster, and yeah, it was just well outside my comfort zone, and I'm glad I did it, because normally I wouldn't do anything like this, but I thought, you know what, I really need to get out there and try these different race distances and see what I can do at these shorter distances, and then hopefully that will improve my half marathon time and eventually my marathon time. So it was good, and it was a well-run event. Not many people there, but like, I need to get out there and support these smaller events as well. So, and if we all do that, then these smaller events are going to keep growing, and they're going to end up some of the bigger ones. So, but yeah, so got a medal. Didn't expect that. They give you a wee goodie bag as well with some crisps in it. Nice. What is this? Tea cake and lager, which I will not be drinking. But yeah, that's really good, considering it was pretty cheap to enter and I didn't expect anything for the race. I was just wanting to give it a good go with some decent runners. So I'm really happy with getting a medal out of it. That's quite cool. It's kind of ceramic, I think, as well. It's not not plastic. It looks plastic, but it's sounds like ceramic, and a bottle of water, which I definitely needed after the race. But as the race went, the start was pretty quick. I was trying to just keep up with the guys in front and see kind of what pace they were running, but they were running way too fast for me. So the first 400 was the fastest 400 I've ever done, and then the first 800 was the fastest I've ever done, and then I ran my fastest ever kilometer split as well. And then that went on. I did slow towards the end, but I'm not used to running at that fast for that long, so I'm still really happy with how I held it together. And a little bit of a faster finish than kind of slowing between 800 and kind of 1500. So yeah, it was a strong finish, and I am really happy with how I did. So it is my fastest ever mile. On the watch it says 5:14, which, to enter the elite field, you needed to be going for a sub 5-minute mile. I don't think they really cared that much. It was just to kind of have a bigger field. And, you know, I wasn't that far off. 14 seconds is a decent amount over the mile, but it was a lot closer than I expected to get. So I am really happy. So next weekend, we've got the 10K in Edinburgh. So stay tuned for that one. Hopefully we can dip under 39 minutes, which would be amazing. This was kind of just a bit of a, you know, a bit of an effort the week before to see how I'm feeling at the faster paces, and yeah, I think it was a plus, and I'm really happy with how it went. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. We're so close to 200 subs, and that would just be amazing in the short length of time that I've been posting, so I would be really appreciative if you could subscribe and smash a like button if you did like the video as well. That just lets me know that you are enjoying the content, and I'll keep posting. Hopefully we've got a lot more to come. We've got the 10K, Great Scottish Run, the Scottish Half, and then we'll hopefully do another marathon before the end of the year, which will either be a time trial or maybe another one I've got my eye on, but I don't know if entries have closed yet. So yeah, thanks again guys, and we'll see you in the next video.